Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of KuzilCraft. This is episode 3, and today we're going to go a little bit more with the chickens just to get that all put away. Oh, I just saw some illagers over there. That's no good. Um, well, now, I don't know if I can take them on. I might be able to. Let's go have some adventure. Are they going to bother me? No, it looks like they're going home. Yeah, they're going away from me. We're just going to leave them there. That is okay with me. Okay, so in the last episode, at the end of the last episode, I spent quite a little bit of time going over chickens. And so what I've done here is I've gotten I created one hopper into a chest like this and just let it run overnight. I'm safe in here from spawns and stuff like that, so I didn't mind staying in here and letting it run. With the hopper botany pot above the breeder, every time it consumed one, it would just drop it into the hopper, and the hopper would stick it into the chest. And I got quite a lot of good stuff from that. So I upgraded to tier, I think I had a tier 4 chicken, several tier 4 chickens in there. So I upgraded to tier 4. And to do that, I just, let's see, tier 4, I just sacrificed a tier 4 chicken, used tier 3 food. Again, you get that from sacrificing a tier 3 chicken, using tier 2 food, etc., etc. So we did go over this a little bit. So I had quite a lot of tier 1 food from the overnight thing, sacrificed a tier 2 chicken, got them, and kind of built my way up. So I had the tier 4 food and began breeding. I spent another night letting the tier 4 chicken run, and that got me all the way up to tier 7. So you have to progressively go to tier 5, 6, 7. And so currently I have a diamond chicken in here with tier 7 food being automatically fed in, and that is coming down into here. And we've got lots and lots of chickens. So let's go take a look at what we have and kind of what my setup is over here. Now there is 22 tier 1 chickens. Now there are some of those that you can't get. You have to actually find them out in the world. So when you're in JEI here and you click on, let's say, a queen slime, you can't actually click on a queen slime. Let's see, let's do this glass here. Okay, so this is a great example. This glass chicken, it says soul breeding, but that is a good way to tell you that you have to find this chicken out in the wild. I know that's true with the leather chicken. There's a couple of these in here. So as you're clicking through the recipe, so the cobble chicken can be bred. It can be gotten from breeding. It can also be captured out in the wild. The sand chicken, the same thing. When we get up here into leather chicken, it's just being caught in the wild. So we do actually have to go out and find some of these. Netherrack can be bred. I don't know what that is. Warped stem chicken, crimson stem chicken. These can all be caught. I'm guessing these are in the nether. Anyway, so yes, that is how you find some of these here. So like this one here is a chorus fruit chicken. Can be found only in the end. I'm assuming it's in the end because it's chorus fruit, but you can only find it. You can't breed it. And there are some, like the mana steel, that can be found in the wild, or it can be crafted. Just take 8 blocks of mana steel around a diamond chicken, get your mana steel chicken. This is Botania. We will get into that much later. But the rest of these can be bred. Most of them can be bred. And so what I did was, I'll show you what these are here in a minute. I put all my tier 1 chickens together, and I spaced them. If I didn't have them, I spaced them so that if I find them, I could get them. Now, I did leave some space up here. There's 2 of them here. Right after the oakwood chicken here, there's a queen slime and a tinted glass. I don't think these are in the game at all, but I did leave these open just in case. Now, what these guys are going to, what you can do with all of these tier 1 chickens, of course, is you can feed them. They're going to make, so let's grab a bunch of tier 1 food and see, and just have it start. So we'll just grab all this. That's going to be plenty to get all of these guys going. And what we want to do is we want to pipe the recipe or the results, the resources from this over to this system here. Now this is what's called storage drawers. There's another mod in this mod pack called functional storage. They're very similar. They function very similar. Oh, we also need a bunch of dirt. Let's go get a bunch of dirt. They function very similar. Anyway, so what the storage drawers do is it lets you keep. I have never seen that before. He's pulled his llamas up into the sky. That's really funny. Storage drawers let you keep a large stack of a single item in their inventory. And I'll show you what I mean here in a little bit. We're going to get most of these kind of running. I'll explain this here in a second too. We're going to get most of these running before we connect them. And I just wanted to show you what this process is like before I get into the pipe section of it. I'm going to want some resources. This is tier 1. This is tier 2. We're missing quite a lot of these. These are capturable. No, this is tier 3. Sorry. Tier 2 is down here. And I have quite a lot of tier 2, but I'm missing a fair chunk too. But most of these in here, like I definitely want the leather one. I definitely want the glass one. So I hope I can go find that. But we're going to feed all of these. We have to create more of these hopper botany pots. And to that end, what I've done is I've put a clay chicken here and an iron chicken here and filled up a bunch of iron and a bunch of clay. And all you do, I mean, it's really that simple. That took a couple of days to get. So it's not like it's magic, poof, you're going to get all these really quick. It is much quicker than mining it. That is no doubt. It feels a little cheaty for sure. So if you're saying, okay, this is not for me, that's totally fine. You can do it a different way. But I'm going to go ahead and feed all the chickens, at least the ones that we have. I'll put a piece of dirt in the pots without a chicken, but I won't put a seed in there because if you do, it'll drop down in here and it'll consume it anyway. And it's just kind of weird. I don't know if that causes lag. I don't want to take the chance. But all these other ones, this one's going to give me eggs, I think. We're going to go ahead and just do this. Just give them all. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Up here. There we go. And these are all going to grow and give us their resources. Now, most of these are very basic resources, especially the tier 1. It's just wood, you know, which is one of these guys I have over here. Actually, let me find the spruce wood guy, dark oak guy. I already have a dark oak chicken with a ton of experience in him. So we're going to use this guy. So he's level 19 already. That's nuts. I'll put him here. We don't need to level up another chicken. Anyway, so that's that. And now you can kind of like get rid of your tier 1 food, because these are going to produce food and come down here, and these are going to consume the food slower than it's being produced. So you'll always have excess food. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my tier 1 food chest over here. And yeah, I'm going to do that same thing with all the other guys. Tier 2, tier 3. Now we have here, I think this is supposed to be tier 7. But I don't have, no, 5. That's tier 5. But I don't have all of the tier 5 ones. So I'm currently breeding a bunch of tier 5s. This is 4 here. So we have a bunch of really great things here like Enderium. This one's Ender Pearls, Blaze Rod. Yeah, it's kind of awesome. And this is gold. So I'm going to hook all these guys up. I'm going to actually get them their hopper botany pot, which is just going to take time, right? Take this back, cook up a couple of these, surround it with, you know, this is dark oak here. So I have wood and iron for the hopper, and then clay for the rest of it. So it's just use the clay to make terracotta, and the clay to make the pot. So I'm actually going to go ahead and finish up all the way through tier 4, before I come back and show you how to use the mod called Pipes and the other mod, storage drawers. So, all right, guys, we'll see you back in just a moment. All right, so we are back. I think I got everything done that I wanted to get done. As far as building the coop goes, I might still add some of these leaves around the base to hide the... I kind of like putting the cobblestone behind. It's got a good texture. I just didn't do it because it fell off for a chicken coop. But let's go take a look inside and see what I've done. I've done a lot. I didn't do anything past what I had explained to you. I am working on finding tier 9 chickens. So I do have Cork in the mod pack. And what Cork, one of the things that Cork does is you can set a filter in here, and I can just type in like, you know, iron, and see if there's any iron chickens. It looks like I have a refined iron. And you can click the filter off. So I could even just type iron in here, turn the filter off, and it's good. Next time I go in there, you can hold shift and home. There's all that stuff that you can do with this. So one of the things that I like to do is just sort the container, and then the highest tier is down here. I've got a trash can. This is the trash cans mod. Let me show you what this is like. So it's very simple. So there's only 4 trash cans. There's an item trash can, which is what I've made. The recipe for this is 5 cobblestone, 3 stone, and a chest. So you can use diorite, granite, anything here that's listed you can use for the item chest, but the easiest is stone and cobblestone. There is a fluid trash can. You can just pipe fluids in here if you have extra fluids that you don't want to deal with. There's an energy trash can. I don't know why you would want to void energy, but there you go. And then there's the ultimate trash can, which can do all of the above. I only have ever used the item trash can. It's literally just a way to void items instead of tossing them on the ground and letting them despawn. I've set up my breeder, my soul extractor, sorry, over here. It's just to be symmetrical. No other reason. So I got some lanterns in here, and then I still have some leftover dark oak and iron in here from putting everything in here. It is definitely a little dark in here, and I will definitely work on the lighting a little bit more. These lanterns just don't put off enough light. There is another mod I want to show you real quick about light levels. If you push F7, there's going to be some overlays that show up on the ground. This is the light level overlay or something to that effect. Where the yellow is means mobs can spawn during night, in the darkness or whatever. So at nighttime, mobs will be able to spawn here. If this were red, that means mob could spawn at any time. So if I go underground, I'm not going to show you now, but if I were to go underground and there were to be any red, that means a mob could spawn there even during the day. It's dark enough that the mob could spawn there. It's being treated as night. So I like to turn that on. It's F7 again. Come in here and make sure that there's no spots that are so dark that I can't see. Now, it might have been a bad idea to select dark oak in here, but it is what it is. All right, let me run you through. I'm going to turn that off. Let me run you through what I've got here, and then I'll explain the storage drawers to you. Okay, so I placed this little elevated walkway here, slab, just so that I can get to these a little bit better. Down here, I kind of had to work around the other, the botany pots. And so with the little step up, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know that I need it, but I've done that. I will likely get rid of it. But then back here, we're gonna run our pipes through here. But before I get into the pipes, getting these automatically placed into the storage, I want to go over what storage drawers is. So the storage drawers and functional storage are 2 mods that operate the same. They've got these different colored drawers, is what they're called. They come in a bunch of different varieties, three different versions, and then their half version. So let's just take a look at the normal version. It's just a chest with 6 planks. It's very, very cheap to make, and it holds 32 stacks. I think that's about the same as a single chest. So you'd say, why would I do that? It's a single item. So these are all 32 stack. You can see there on the top left-hand side of the screen in the one probe, it'll say stack limit 32. And then it says spruce log 1 times 64. So it'll say, let's see if I pull this out of here, there's a single stack of 64. So if I go to, let's say, the iron here, it says 32 stacks of 64 items. So that's basically saying 32 stacks. Now if I take one out of here, it's going to say I've got 31 stacks plus 63 items. So that's how you read that up there. So when it's full, it'll say 32 stacks, stack limit 32. And so your question is, why would you do storage drawers if this is only 32 stacks? Why not just use normal drawers? Well, it's the ease of for a couple different reasons. You can see what it is. It's a single item in the space, and I can simply left click to get one out, shift left click to get a whole stack, right click to put them back in. Like for example over here, let's say that I pull off a couple stacks, and then I could simply double right click, and they all go back in. So it's a real easy way for me to say, oh, okay, I want some plutonium. Let's just grab some of these real quick, or put them back. There's some nuggets here, constant nuggets. I want some of those. Let's put those back. And I'm actually going to change all of these ingot ones into something else I'm going to show you today. But there's also another piece. I will also do that for a few of these over here. But let's go back into here. This is called a 1x2. This holds 16 stacks of 2 different items. So the stack size, the max stack size is halved, but you get to put 2 different items in it. This one is halved again, so these are only 8 stacks per drawer. So there's 4 drawers in this one thing, but they only hold 8 stacks. And then you've got the half version. So this holds 32, this holds 16. It just takes up less space. It doesn't take up a whole block. And then it goes down to 4 stacks. So these are useful for small things like I don't even know. Food maybe would be a good one for like a kitchen or something like that. But then we have all of these upgrades. These upgrades are what make this mod really powerful. This is the upgrade template. It's simply made with any kind of drawer with sticks around it that give you 4 templates. And then we can look at these upgrades here. So increase the storage by 2 times base value, all the way up to 32 times base value. So we're gonna make some of these. They also have here reduces to a single stack. So if you want just a single stack of something, you can use this. It's very useful if you're trying to limit your storage, which can be useful in certain situations. Void upgrade is super nice because if you have something that's being auto produced and you need the producing process to continue for some reason, the void upgrade will allow it to so let's say mob drops, right? Let's say I have a mob farm, the drops are coming. I don't want to have like just a full storage of things. So what's going to happen is your drawers are going to fill up. The items are going to be laying on the ground. The mob farm is going to continue to go. Well, putting a void upgrade on those chests is going to be really useful because all of those items just get voided. So it'll fill up to the max stacks, and then it'll destroy anything after that, which is great. That we don't have items on the ground. Yeah, we're not going to play with the creative ones. We don't want those anyway. Let's see, some of these, I think there's one that's light illumination. So I might put these in all my drawers, actually. Fill level upgrade. We can put those on all the storage. That'd be really nice. But we're gonna make a bunch of these upgrade 5s. Probably some of these light ones, some of these level fill ones. But the key is really important. So this is gonna lock and unlock, and I'll show you why. And then there's one for the quantity. All right, let me make these real quick, and I'll show you why these are really important. So let's grab, where's my gold? I don't think that's gold, that's aluminum. Here we go, gold over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I think I have everything I need over here. Let's run over here real quick. I hope we don't get blasted by mobs on the way. All right, so chest. Yeah, I have enough. Okay, so we're just gonna make any storage drawer. Doesn't matter. This is the cheapest one. Surround that by sticks, and that's gonna give us some upgrades. I'll make a bunch of these off camera. I do need some nuggets, and then we're gonna make 2 of these keys. There we go. Because this other one here is a book and quill, so we're gonna need feather, which I know we're growing in there. Let me go sleep. We'll grab a feather, and then I need an ink sac, so I'm gonna go find a squid and kill a squid. The storage drawers are useful even into end game. Even once you get like some of those more powerful storage systems, it's still great to have a way to limit item storage. So, and by that I mean, let's say that we have these chickens feeding into our big storage system. Well, eventually, you know, you play long enough, your storage is going to fill up with those items, and that's no good because you want room for other items. You know, armor and other things that you're crafting. Well, if your crafting thing is full, your storage system is full, you won't be able to craft anything if it's all full of coal, for example. So it's really nice to have coal stored outside of your storage system that you can access, and we can access. Wow, that's really deep. Oh, Subnautica vibes right there. I think I'm probably not finding anything here because this is not a river. I definitely want to pick up this waystone now. I've been meaning to pick up this. I've been wanting to do this on camera with you. Just a pickaxe, and then let's delete that waypoint. So we're going to take the waystone and remove it. Oh, and I think I can also remove that other one, that numbered one. I think I've cleared everything out of there. That was really helpful too, by the way, having that. All right, so now if you've gotten into chickens, if you've been playing along with me, you're playing along with the chickens, you'll have access to a bunch of bee honeycomb, because there's a honeycomb. It's a tier 1 chicken. It's one of the early chickens. Between 1 and 4, something like that. It's one of the early ones. So am I going towards a river? Yes, I want to go this direction. But if you're not doing that, if you decided not to do the chickens with me, you're gonna need to get honeycomb the vanilla way. You're gonna need to build a campfire, place it underneath a wild bee nest, which I've marked several. Probably show you that process. Apple, I already have one of those. There are several chickens that I need to catch, and I don't have a catcher with me. But I want to get a leather chicken, a glass chicken. There's just a bunch that I need to get. Oh, I got 2 off of that cat. Great. Well, I will leave the rest of that family alone. Let them live. All right, let's head back home. There's several mods in here that give us ways to get home quickly, even from any dimension. We can just teleport home. We'll definitely be getting into that later. much later. But for now, I want to get into the resource productions. I'm going to show you how to do all of those. Oh, I didn't bring any food with me. These are not grown. Oh, goody. Well, we know we can get some food from a tree, so let's just chop down one of these trees. Really? Alright, well, it's better than nothing. There's also these here. If you find these gardens, these are part of Pam's Harvest Craft. And these used to give a lot more. It's kind of stingy. Oh yeah, it's just 1 per now. Well, alright. Alright, well, so let's head back. Now that we have our ink sac. We'll grab a feather from the chicken coop. That looks pretty good from here. I might actually change that into a dark oak. Maybe. Oh, we've got a bee nest right here. That's great. Ooh. Did I mark this? If I don't mark this, just a pickaxe laying on the ground. It's got a socket. Base mining speed, reach distance. Interesting. It's an iron pickaxe too. Alright, I'm gonna mark this bee nest, and we'll show you how to do the vanilla bee stuff when we get there. I will finish. This is the Tinkers and Silent Gear spot. I will finish that as well between episodes. Yeah, these definitely need illumination. My goodness. Let's grab a feather. Yeah, let's go make a book. That means I need a slime, right? So the way I've organized this is these here are mob drops. Same with these. These are like the precious things you find in the earth. Diamonds, coal, all that stuff. Blocks, wood, vegetation of some sort, other gems, and then ingots. That's how I have it organized. Yeah, that's too dark in there, for sure. Yeah. Okay, so to make a book, let's grab paper. Oh, I have slime balls there too. I never did plant the sugar cane. It's okay, we're growing them. We're producing them with chickens now, so it's not that big of a deal. And then I need patterns. Okay, great. Make the paper. My inventory got full fast. Wow. Okay. And then book and quill. Okay, and then we'll grab one of these keys and that'll change the quantity. Alright, so this is an important step because as soon as we start piping items into our storage system, it's going to put them wherever it wants. And we want it to only go in certain spots. So let's put the waypoint, let's put the waystone out here and we'll call it home. That way if we find another one, we can come home easy. Let's grab some food. There should be some food over here in the chicken coop. Now one of the things I didn't show you about the Roost mod is come over here. These are food. These essences, it's chicken essence. It sounds gross. I'm eating like a tier 1 chicken essence. That's nasty. But it's food. You can use that for food. All right. So one of these, this is gonna lock and unlock. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock all of these. Let me take this out for now. I want to show you. Once you lock something, nothing can be automatically piped into it. However, me, the player, can right click on an empty locked drawer and place something in it. Now that item can be placed in there by automation. So I'm just going to come in here and lock all of these drawers because I have everything that the chickens are producing up here. And I did go through and I made all of the chickens that bred all of the chickens that I could breed. And the ones that I have to find, I have spots for. And there are some that I have to craft. So once we get there, we have spots for them, which is really nice. And I'm going to show you, after I get done locking all these, we're going to go through and we're going to use the other key. And then I'm going to show you kind of how I have this all set up, this whole building. But I wanted to show you how the storage drawers works because it's really, really useful. And I didn't think it was super useful when I first started playing with storage drawers. But now that I've been playing modded for quite a while, I think it's super useful. So we're going to right click with this other key, the one with the book and quill, and it's going to show us what the amount of items that are in here. It's also super useful. So as it stands, the max amount in here is 2048. That's what 32 stacks of 64 comes out to be mathematically. But once we start adding upgrades, that number is going to change, of course. So we're going to go through here. We're going to turn on the numbers for everything. A little tedious, but there we go. Oh, I missed one. That's okay. If I were to click it again, it'll turn the numbers off. So I don't want to click it again. I'll just wait until I get something in there. I'll see which one doesn't have the numbers, and then I'll turn it back on. It's fine. I could watch the video back, play it frame by frame. I don't want to do that. All right, now that these all have numbers on them, we can put our keys somewhere else. And I want to show you how to upgrade stuff. And there's two more pieces on here that I really want to show you. But now that we've got a couple upgrades, let's look at what it costs to make the storage 5 upgraded. So it just takes 2 emeralds, and 6 sticks. Well, thankfully we have an emerald chicken. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Come over to, oh no, yeah, I do have sticks on me, sweet. Put this here, and we'll see how much the tier 5 upgrade gives us. So I want to place this on something useful. So diamonds, definitely. Emeralds, definitely. So now it says stack limit is 10,000 or 1,024, whereas it was 32. So I can have 1,024 stacks of emeralds or diamonds. The crazy part is you can do more than one of those. I can put a second one of those on here, and then it would increase that again, which is crazy. I don't think I ever need more than that. But because chickens produce so slowly, I want to have quite a large bank of items in here. Chickens are not going to be our only source of resource. And I'm debating whether I want them all to feed into here or not. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, the next thing I want to show you is the compacting drawer. So let's take a look at that. It's this one here. This one is any drawer with a piston, iron, and then stone. So let's grab a stack of stone. Now the nice thing about locking, let me show you this real quick, is if I pull out all of the items in there, there's 0 items in there, it still shows that this drawer is locked to stone. So whenever stone comes into the system, it's going to place it here, which is really, really useful. So I'm going to grab like a stack. It's a shift left click. And I do need some iron, so I'll grab a single stack of iron and redstone. Grab a stack of redstone. Now that's stuck in there, right? That's 0 in there, which is good. And then I need cobble for the pistons. And then I'm gonna need the the drawer itself. So let's take one of these. Let's take let's take this one here. Okay, now is that, I think, keeps all of the settings good. So let's see how it keeps the settings once I turn it into a compacting drawer. So let's make the two. Oh, I need some wood. I have got a bunch of wood right here. We can use these. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna make two of these. So just like this. Nope. And I can't remember where that goes. Just like that. Good. Okay. Two of those. And we're going to put the storage drawer in the middle. 5 stone and piece of iron. That's going to give us a compacting drawer. Now, check out what this does. I don't think this is going to keep our settings. Nope, it sure did not. Okay, so we're going to put redstone in here. Now, what this does, we're going to lock it and we're going to show our numbers. So now what this does is it automatically compacts it to a usable amount. So if I were to take out how do I want to say that? It compacts it into to whatever it can be compacted into. So 9 of these gets compacted into a single block. Now I can pull a block out and that's going to change the number down here. I can put the block back in and take out some of these, and that'll actually change the number of blocks. So it's a great way to, and this other spot here is for ingots, but redstone doesn't have ingots. So if I want to make another one, so let's grab out, what is that, three of those. And let's make another one. And we're going to do this with iron. So let's grab the iron one. I wonder how this is going to react with items in it. It might not work. We'll see. I'm not super worried to lose these items, so I don't mind experimenting. All right, so this is going to be iron. Did it keep the iron in there? Oh, take the items out before you turn it into a storage drawer. That's fascinating. Or before you turn it into a compacting drawer. Okay, I'm not super bummed about it. I've got a bunch of iron. The chicken is producing a bunch of iron, so yeah, it's totally fine. But you'll see that we also have nuggets, access to nuggets here. So, and it'll tell you up on the top left hand there with the one probe, it'll tell you how many you have. Although it's saying 0 nuggets. That is clearly not working. That's interesting. All right, one probe. I don't know if the guy, I doubt he's going to see this, but yeah. Well, anyway, what I want to do is I want to turn this entire wall here with all of the ingots into compacting drawers. And yes, I will definitely take the items out first. And now I wonder if I can get the upgrade out of there. Is there a way to remove an upgrade? Okay. Well, the last important piece, so make sure that you take your items out first. Now, I wonder if I break this down. So if I unlock it, I wonder if we can get the upgrade out of there. It's not expensive, so I'm not super worried about it. Let's take the items out, and don't think there's a way to get content sealed within. I don't think there's a way to get the upgrade back out. Nope. Nope, that's totally fine. Okay. So we'll just hang on to these off to the side. It's not that big of a deal again. So we're producing now. If this is vanilla, and I was like, oh my goodness, I lost 2 emeralds, that would be a bigger deal. But these are being produced automatically. I'm not stressed about it. The last thing I want to show you for storage drawers is this thing called the drawer controller. Now this is going to be the mastermind behind all of the drawers. What this does is hold on. There we go. It allows you to put items into all of the drawers through that one block. So instead of having to right click on here and then right click on here and then right click on here and then right click on here, I can just double right click on the controller, and the controller will place them in there for me. It'll place them where they need to go. It's very strong. So let's make this. Okay, well we lost our diamond one. That's totally fine. Where I'm going to place this is right over here. Now this has to be touching all of the storage drawers. So now you'll notice that these are not connected. There's an open space here, and that does not connect diagonally. So for example, if I take a couple of wool and I were to come over here and I were to double click on this with wool, it'll place the wool back in here. But if I had to double click on this with the quartz, it can't do it because these aren't connected. And the same thing would happen with these over here. So how do we fix that? There's this thing here called an oak trim. I'm going to use a dark oak trim, and it's just planks and sticks, which is really nice. So let's grab some of those. And all we need to do is place one in the corner here, and now it has access to those. And place it in. Same thing with this over here. I'm just going to place one of these in the corner. Now that this one controller has access to my entire system, which is crazy. The limit of this is 12 blocks in any direction. So we can count it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have plenty of space here. This is a giant range. 12 by 12 is a giant range. No, it'd be 25 by 25. That's a huge range. Okay, so now this storage drawer, or that controller, has access to everything. So let's grab another oak. Let's make a compacting one for this diamond. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here. This is the point where I would start piping everything in. But before I do that, I want to turn all of these into compacting drawers. So I'm going to cut here, turn this all of these ingots into compacting drawers. Compacting drawer for the lapis, for the coal, for the quartz. Well, actually, all of these, except flint, whatever that's, bitumen, and tar. I don't think anything else can compact. No. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a bunch of those off camera, and then I'll come back and show you how to automatically pipe all of these resources into here. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back, and actually a lot of these can't be this one probably can. I'm not too worried about it. A lot of these can't be compacted. So this one here, they just don't work. Some of them can. I decided to stop there with these, like the vanilla ones, right? So copper, iron, gold, and then I knew these could, so I just did those. The rest of them I can just do manually if I need to. I did all of these here, so now we have access to glowstone blocks, quartz blocks, etc. And I think that's it. So let's get into the mod called Pipes, and I'll show you how to start putting all of these into your storage system once you get it all set up. This is gonna be really great. I think I get rid of this chest now. I might end up just binning all of those in the trash can, but we'll see. All right, so the mod is called Pipez, and what it does is it offers a lag-free instant transmission between locations. So there are some pipes like the mechanism logistical transporter that will have, like, you can actually see the item going through it. This is reminiscent of the old BuildCraft pipes where you could see the items being transported. It was really cool, really, really cool. But one of the downsides is the transfer of items per tick. It's really awful. It's horrible. And if you're playing on a server, it's pretty laggy. So if you're playing this on a server with anybody, Pipes is the way to go. Pipes is the way to go anyway. They have several different pipes. They've got the item pipe, the fluid pipe, energy pipe, gas pipe for the mods that need gas, and then the universal pipe. This universal pipe does all of them. Then there's some upgrades that we can get into later. We'll not get into those today. Filtering, stuff like that. Now, this is not the end-all, be-all item transfer mod. It's very powerful. It's great for moving single items from one spot to another. But when it comes to being really specific about what goes where, this gets kind of clumsy. Now, some people will probably disagree with me on that, but that is where I think even a mod like Mechanism can do a little bit better. They have the logistical sorter, and you can color your pipes, and you can say, okay, this item is going to go to this color, this item is going to this color, and you can be really specific about what goes where. And then there's even 2 or 3 other mods that we have in this mod pack that are more powerful than both of those. Way more specific, way more useful. And we will definitely get into those later. But today we're going to get into pipes. Now, pipes is pretty simple. It's just going to be redstone, cobble, and iron. And then you're going to need a pipe. So 2 flint and then some sticks. We have some sticks already on us. We have some iron already on us. And let's grab some cobble. Oh my goodness, are we out of cobble? Well, let's go to our cobble chicken. I think he's up here. Let's just grab a stack of cobble. That'll work. And let's grab some redstone. So we'll grab all the redstone we have left, and that's plenty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make. I'll probably make a stack of these. So let's get at least. Yeah, 8 of these is fine. For now, we'll save the rest of that, and then we'll just do a full stack. And then let's grab our 2 flint and make ourselves a pipe, a wrench. And this wrench is really important because if you once you lay the pipe down, it's going to here, I'll show you. So it's going to connect automatically, but nothing's going to happen. What you have to do is, you see how there's like this line right here? So if I'm looking at the top section of this, there's a line that connects this section to this section. So if I shift right click up here, it'll put a little brim around it like this, and that means that this is in pull mode. So this is going to pull items out of here. It'll take the gold out of here and bring it into wherever it needs to go. Now it's not going to go anywhere yet because we haven't told it to go anywhere. But we want to just place these down as we go, like this. Now I could probably just place these all, and then come back and use the wrench, but I'm going to do them as I go. There we go. Oops. And then, does this even have anything in it? No, but we're going to put it there just for when we do. Okay, so now then my question is, how do I want to run this pipe in here? So if I run this pipe from this backside, that's basically like Major Kevin. It's basically gonna increase the number of these that I have to make, which is fine, and I might end up doing that anyway. Just for, yeah, let's do it. Okay. So we're going to go underneath the dirt here, or underneath the wood, over to our controller. I'm going to come up here, and we're going to come down one more. Like this. And then I think I want to keep it super neat and bring it down like this. So let's bring it down. Now what's going to happen is as soon as I connect this, it's going to automatically start taking all of these out of here. So let's take a look at this blaze powder, right? I'm going to put it in here, and then that blaze powder is going to start going down. And it's going to start placing it in our system. And it will place it in our system until it's full, and then it'll stop taking it out of here. So there's not going to be any items in here that are going to get stuck, which is what makes this really useful. That is different than mechanism. Mechanism will sometimes get those stuck in there. We don't want that. So that's how we get items from our system, our chickens, into our storage system. So you'll see here, all these numbers are going up. Yep. As they're being made, these will go up until we get 32 stacks of everything. So that's basically it. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to hook up all of these, hook up everything. Now the last thing I wanted to do before I let you go for the episode is I told you I was going to show you basically the setup of everything. So this is all my tier 1 chickens. For some reason I decided to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it that way. So this is 1, 3, 5, 7 tiers. The tier 7 chickens. There's no rhyme or reason why I did that. But yeah, there are, I think, 22 tier 1 chickens, 12 tier 3. I think this is 21 tier 5, and then like 19 tier 7. I went through and counted them all. This is 2, 4, 6, and 8, and 9 over there. Couldn't tell you how many of these are, but yeah, so these are all the tier 4 here, tier 6 here, and 8, and then 9 is up here. So I don't have any 9 food yet. That requires nether stars, and we're not going to get into that yet. And I don't need this resource just yet anyway. But I have a spot for it. But all these other guys are producing resources for us, which is great. Tier 8. Okay, I'm going to call it that for today, and I'm going to hook up the rest of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run these down and over, so it's going to go sort of like this, and connect to the pipe right there. That's how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then we'll have access to all of these resources and just let these chickens cook. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to make an upgrade, one of those tier 5 upgrades, and illumination upgrades. Actually, let's do that illumination before I let you go. Let's do that on camera together. Storage drawers. Let's do illumination upgrade. And I want to try that one. So let's see what this takes. So that takes an upgrade. That's just sticks and wood. And then we need some glowstone. Let's see how much light this puts off. And more sticks. Okay. Alright, let's make ourselves an upgrade here. We'll just do one of these. Yeah, I'm curious on camera how these turn out. Let's grab one of these. Oh, wow, you get a lot. So you get 8 upgrades per craft, and then this just shows how full it is. Okay, I get 1 of those. Okay, so that's a little different. So let's place. Oh, it just makes. Oh, that's kind of cool. It makes them pop a little bit. So it doesn't actually produce light, but it makes these brighter. Aha. Okay, now what does this do? Oh, it's a little level indicator. That's interesting. So I bet it goes left to right like this. Huh. I don't know how useful that is for me. Let's make another one and stick it on. I wonder what it does for these. So let's do, I have 2 more upgrades. Great. So let's grab 2 emeralds. And I'll make ourselves one of these. Great. And then let's do another fill, a fill one. And we'll put it on the diamonds. Let's do that. All right, so this is going to go in here. Now we have 4,096 stack limit. Okay, I'm going to place this on here. I don't see any difference. This is red now. Oh, maybe this is going to fill up over time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that one. The illumination one is kind of okay. It makes them pop. I thought it was going to make it produce light, because it's pretty dark in here. And maybe it will. But I'll add those upgrades, add the tier 5 upgrades to everything. And do that all off camera. And then we'll see you guys in the next episode. In the next episode, I would like to finish the Tinker's Construct area. Finish this building. And start getting into ore duplication. So when you're down mining, you can actually produce some extra resources from your efforts. And then I would like to upgrade my gear. So we're going to upgrade gear on the next episode. Because we have resources now. We have access to all of these, and stone tools just aren't going to cut it anymore. So I'm going to upgrade and show you what that's like, and then possibly get into some of the more medium stages of Tinkers. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.